Hi, Chaffee County. I want to take a few minutes to share why I'm running and the type of leadership that I believe this district deserves. I'm Consuelo Redhorse, and I'm running for House District 13 because rural and mountain communities deserve representation that understands what life here is actually like and knows how to turn priorities into action. I'm a lifelong Coloradan. I've called the mountains home for nearly 20 years. I live in Silverthorne, where I've spent the last 15 years working, raising my family, and serving my community. Our mountain and rural communities are not identical, but we do share many of the same realities. Our economies are different than from the Front Range. Our housing pressures are different, our water realities are different, our infrastructure is different, our healthcare access is different, and there's a lot of distance between our communities. Those differences require thoughtful, grounded leadership. I'm a mom and a working professional, and I serve as president of the Summit School District Board of Education. As a former CPA, I've spent my career working in small business and financial management. Today, I work at a locally owned property management company that specializes in long-term apartment rentals, housing that supports local workers and families. I've also served as financial chair for Smart Bellies, a local nonprofit addressing food insecurity for school-aged children and their families. These roles shape how I will lead because I understand that state decisions don't just stay in Denver, they show up in everyday life. They show up in whether working families can afford to stay, whether small businesses can make it through a tough year, and whether nonprofits can keep serving their communities. Over the past 6 years serving on the school board, I've led through COVID, leadership transitions, and difficult financial years. I've strengthened governance and accountability, secured deed-restricted housing for education professionals, and expanded student and community voice. That experience reinforced something simple. Everything is connected. Housing affects workforce stability affects schools affect families affect local businesses. And in Chaffee County specifically, water and forest health affect everything. Recreation, agriculture, tourism, they depend on one another. That's why I will continue to center the people most affected by our decisions. I want to understand how those decisions will affect families, workers, and small businesses before we move forward. Mountain and rural communities cannot afford policies that sound good but don't actually work for us. That means housing policy that reflects local infrastructure and local character. It means protecting water because the Arkansas River supports jobs, businesses, and families across this valley. And it means ensuring healthcare access doesn't depend on your zip code, so rural families can find providers close to home. Strong communities depend on fairness and respect. Every person in House District 13 deserves to feel safe, valued, and represented. I'm running because I believe this district deserves an experienced, steady leader, a leader that listens, collaborates, and follows through, who will support housing solutions that families, workers, and longtime residents can afford, who will protect water and public lands, who will support small businesses, who will strengthen schools and workforce stability, and who will make sure that the needs of mountain and rural communities shape the policies that affect their lives and their futures. If you want a leader that understands mountain and rural communities and has proven they can deliver, I would be honored to earn your support. When mountain and rural communities are trusted to lead, Colorado is stronger. I'm Consuelo Redhorse. I'm ready to represent every community in House District 13. Let's build what comes next together.